What's up, guys? I got to sit down and break down some film with Raiders' new quarterback, Geno Smith. I thought what really stood out was how well he understood defensive assignments. I've broken down film with quarterbacks before, but I thought the way that he understands defensive assignments in detail really was a little bit different than what I've seen or heard from other quarterbacks. You could tell he was coached by defensive coaches, obviously Pete Carroll and then Mike McDonald. But yeah, without further ado, I'll show you the film, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Can you
Yeah,
kind of
this
break
is
down
a
the play for me?
cool concept here that Coach Grubb came up with. So again, you see the Rams. They're starting out in a two shell. They're playing like a quarters where you can see this little triangle here between the 3 and 2 receivers. Right, they're playing quarters, and then the guy outside is 1-on-one on. He's pretty much got man coverage here on Tyler Lockett,
Hmm.
and then up top they're playing like a 3-over-2. So we got a smash concept up top. I'm looking right just to make sure this safety, right? Because I know my concept on the back on the front side, so I'm just trying to make sure the safety carries my corner route up top. I even give him like a little pump just to make sure he gets out of there. Then I'm navigating the pressure. This is probably one of my better throws in my career. So I'm navigating the pressure here. I see, we're getting a pass off, right? This is a tough pass off for the safety in the nickel corner here. So
Hmm.
the nickel takes the corner route, and then the safety's also running with the corner route. So now we get Jackson running underneath. If I didn't have Jackson, if the safety, if they pass this off correctly, then you can see Tyler Lockett coming on his dig route. But I would have had to hit him like on the second window, probably on that right hash. But the cool part about this is, I hitch up into the pocket, and then I'm actually on the left side of the center, but arm angle, throw the ball from the right side, so the ball's wrapping around his body,
Hmm.
uh, and we get a touchdown right before the half.
And this play was from a couple years ago. I think you audibled into this run, and I was wondering, like, what did you see? Because it looks like an eight-man box, but you audible into this run and ends up going to the house.
Yeah, we had I believe this play we had a boot going to the right or something like that. It was like a play action boot to the right. Um, and then I had press. I really didn't feel good about it. Um, and so I just got to like a weak side run there. Just had a good numbers look over there. I had three to the left side over there, so had a good had a pretty good look for the weak side run there, and just knowing that the cutback would be there, that Mike linebacker if he overflowed. I think this was Ken Walker's first rushing touchdown, so that was pretty cool.
Mm. So this wasn't like a kill call type of situation.
No, this was a pass, and then just the pass, didn't feel good about the boot here. So just
Mhm.
you see how Cam Jordan's playing out on it.
Yeah.
He had been doing that all game. So I just felt like with him doing that, there should be an easy cutback right here with this run, and so got to this run right here.
Nice. It's got to feel good when you make a call and it goes 70 yards to the house.
Heck yeah, especially when you got guys like Kim, man. Of course.
Yep.
Yep, 3rd and 7 here. So Flores, he's always trying to give you that zero look, right? Trying to make it look everything looks like zero. Uh, Trying to remember this play here. So it's all looking like zero. Obviously, got to get the protection set, looking like a double A gap look. But here they're playing this invert cover two here with the middle safety, dropping in, playing almost like the Tampa player. So obviously Jackson doing a good job of taking the middle here. Our receivers are adjusting, right? They see it. So potential to throw to DK here, in the whole shot. But you see Shaq is kind of leaning towards DK. So I felt like I had a shot down the middle. This is a play wish we could have completed this one, but I feel good about the shot I took here. And if Shaq would have, if his hips would have been turned like towards Jackson,
Hmm.
then I would have probably thrown this whole shot here down here to DK.
Yeah. This is a great throw. I mean, I love the back shoulder steam ball when you're able to get it, and that's what you're aiming for, right? The back shoulder on this play.
Yeah, trying to hit the back shoulder. You can see the DB's got his back turned, right? So like probably not potential to throw it over the top, especially with the corners overlapping in the invert. But if you put a nice line drive on him, should be able to make a play.
Yeah.
Good play by that DB though. I thought he broke that one up.
Let's look at one more here.
Yeah, red zone. Again, they got a bracket on DK, so doubling our X here. And a lot of times, like when you have a really good X receiver, um, you can almost kind of dictate the coverages. So they're going to bracket him, which again, front side they're playing. You can see it; they're boxing it, right? So you can
Yeah.
see the little box right here. So now I'm just trying to read. We got Jackson running across. So I'm trying to influence that safety on the weak side, maybe, so hold him on DK so I can throw behind him. And then the front side safety takes Jackson. So now, we're just replacing him with the dig concept, with the dig route, behind him. Great catch right here, AJ Barner. Had to throw it over the backer, so a little bit high. Had to put some pepper on it. I thought he made a great catch. This one was right before that interception we saw that put us ahead.
Yeah, that's an awesome throw. In the red zone, you want to put that ball like at the helmet or higher, right?
Yeah. You always want these backline throws. You always want to keep them, up high. Just you don't want to get any tip balls. And again, if your guy can go up and make that catch, man, it always works out.
Yeah. Awesome, man. This is great stuff. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure Raider Nation will really appreciate the insight you brought and excited to see what you do, man.
Heck yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on, and hope you have a good day, man.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.